Hello there, I'm Tommy. Welcome to my video and welcome to my channel, which is called Just Tommy, where I basically cover things that I actually do or that interest me. So I'm not going to specialize in a certain niche. I'm just going to do content that I want to do. It's a very real, raw channel. But again, if any of the videos are useful to you or you enjoy them, then show your support. Yeah, totally not edited videos, are very real. Show your support, drop us a like, subscribe if you feel that you really want to, and yeah, if any of the videos are relevant, touch a nerve, you want to discuss something, yeah, drop us a comment. It'd be pretty cool to sort of catch up with you guys, see how you feel and your thoughts on things. Yeah, sort of a wee quick disclaimer first of all then on this video. So this is what I believe to be a bit of a life hack. It's a life hack for me, so I'm going to pass it on to you guys and sort of hopefully it's again, like always, hopefully if it benefits even one person, then it's a win-win. Now for the guys that are outside the UK, you may not be familiar with the site I'm going to be talking about, because it is, as far as I'm aware, I haven't done my due diligence on this one, so I apologize. I probably should have. It's a site called Vinted, which I'm going to be talking about and how to use that and how people aren't using it probably to the full potential. But at the same time, if you don't have Vinted in your country, wherever you're watching from, you probably do have a platform that's very, very similar. And what I mean by that is primarily Vinted was created for people who had a lot of used clothes, used or being unused, so clothes that didn't fit you anymore, you didn't like, you didn't really wear, didn't you really use. And we've all been there. We've all went to the shops and we've really seen something we really wanted to buy. We buy it and it doesn't fit when we get home, or we just never get that occasion where you actually wear it, or you never really want to wear it. A bit weird, but that happens. It happens to me. If it's happened to me, it's probably happened to you. And basically Vinted was designed then for people who had them extra clothes in their house, that if they wanted to get rid of them, this was an avenue to sell them, get rid of them. And on top of that, then obviously you can make a few quid. And then Vinted have a sort of two-way platform where you can buy other stuff with the credit you've built up, or you can get that credit deposit into your bank account, and that way you make money from it. So you have a couple of options. Since then, Vinted's actually sort of got bigger in that they've started to branch out into other items, so kids' toys, some electricals, some gaming stuff that I've come across. But yeah, I really wanted to explain to you one thing. So when I talk about, there's a slight backstory here, but when I discuss Vinted with a lot of people will be surprised. People who I never thought even heard of it will be saying, oh yeah, I use that, I've sold such and such, I've sold my clothes and that. So people see it as a selling platform for primarily old clothes, because that's how it was originally designed, okay? So what I've noticed, and I don't think a lot of people have picked up on this yet, is that Vinted actually, because it's branched out and got bigger, it now has different categories in each category. Within each category, you can filter it to certain conditions and sort of items you're looking for, right? So what people don't realize is that with Vinted, you can actually search for items that are either new with tags, so it's brand new, or it's new without tags. And that's basically where, say for instance, you've bought a jacket, and by the time you got home, or by the time the first time you went to wear it, you still had the tags on it, and you tried it out and it just didn't fit anymore because there was too many birthdays passed between the time you got the jacket and now trying on the jacket. Or you bought Lego, there's a good example, in a shop and as a gift, and it turns out then that Jimmy that you bought the Lego for already has that model, and now it's sitting in your house and you don't know what to do with it. On them occasions then you'll see people relisting these items just to get a quick sale, and obviously they're listing them at a much lower rate than what you buy the item in the shop. So I'm going to present here, and I don't normally prep any notes for these videos. They're very raw, they're very real, but I do have a note here just to give you sort of a couple of examples of what I just quickly searched for, things that I've either been recently looking for or something that I would look for, or I'll give you ideas of just the potential in savings on this here. Now, this is more a life hack to how to save money, but I just want to sort of discuss too that, in my opinion, when it comes to making money online, yeah, there's two ways to think about money, right? So there is the whole make money online or make money anywhere, really. You don't have to be online. So there's making money where you actually, if you work, you make money by, you do a certain role, and you're basically your employer 9 times out of 10, unless you're commission based or in sales and stuff, you're pretty much paid for your time. So the length of hours you're there doing that job, you get paid per setter, right? You get a wage. So that's one way of making money. At the same time, then you can make money by buying something to sell it, or selling. There's different variations of selling, but basically it's normally where you get something cheap, sell it for more, and you make money. That's how people not normally normally look at making money. That's their main aspect on it, or view on it. But then there's another way of making money, which is saving money, right? And what I mean by that is, and we're going to use one of the examples that I'm going to pull up here now. So on this site, I'm going to get it to pop up at some point here as well. As you can tell, I'm not a video editor, I'm not a YouTuber, that's probably for rambling. But yeah, I quickly searched, look, if I was looking, the summer's coming, I play a bit of golf, and I want to sort of look good on the golf course, and I don't want to spend the money to look good, but I do want to buy designer, I don't want to buy cheap, or don't want to buy fake. So I'm a size large in polo necks. I don't know what the difference in sizes is in the UK or the US, not that it really matters, but in the UK I'm a size large. So I went on to the site, I filtered by Hugo Boss, I quite like that brand. I filtered by my size, obviously male, large, polo neck, Hugo Boss, and the last filter I did in this criteria was for items that were either new or new with tags. And out of all my search criteria, this is one of the items that popped up, okay? So again, cheating with my notes, but as you can see on the picture there, because I can't see the picture, it's selling for 35 quid. Now I have to say, the cool thing about Vinted is that you could actually bargain with the, you could put in offers or counter offers with the sellers as well. It's a wee bit cheeky because 9 times out of 10 they're offering a fair price anyway. But if I was going to buy this, I would be offering like 30 quid, because you have to take into account then you pay for shipping as well, or postage or delivery, depending on where you're coming from. So that could be a couple of quid as well. So you need to factor that in. So say for instance they accepted my offer at 30, the item's going to be about 33 quid. If you were to go on the Hugo Boss website now, this item is still available, and it's available for this price. So that's, again, I'm cheating, use my notes, it's about 80 quid. It should pop up there. Yeah, let's just say 80, yeah. So that's the same item, but more than half price, right? How you've got to look at that, in my opinion, is, right, it's a win-win. First of all, yes, happy days, you've got that designer top at a fraction of the price, brilliant. But if you were to think, well, no, I'd rather just go to the shop and buy it, right? Imagine, just think now how long it takes you to earn that extra 40 quid or whatever. Say it's in your job, say that took you a couple hours, your work, or half a day's pay. Now £40, I'm not sure what the equivalent is in the US, you could work that out, it's maybe about $60, but thereabouts. But just think about the time and the work you'd have to do to make up that extra, right? So if somebody said to you, well, you don't have to work that and you can still have this, that's like somebody giving you that extra money, in my opinion. So it's like a way of making money where you can have more for less. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not going to ramble on about the point, but I want you to sort of think, if you're looking at ways of making money online too, I want you to sort of realize how you can sort of use certain platforms like Vinted to really, gain a massive advantage on what you're doing, right? I know I use it myself. This is how I use it, so I sort of want you to sort of see that potential as well. The next thing I'm going to pull up here then, so it's my wee nephew's birthday very, very soon. He's coming 3, and I know what type of characters and stuff he's into. So there's a brand over here, I don't think it's made it across the water yet. Again, I'm only assuming that somebody from across the water would even watch this. But if you're from the UK, I'm sure you've heard of Hey Dougie. If you have any kids in your life, in fact, I'll be honest, I'm a massive fan of it myself. I actually like to watch the programs myself. So if you haven't watched it yet, Google it or YouTube it. Check it out, it's quite good. But he's into Hey Dougie, and I know the Hey Dougie franchise and the nice toys and stuff that are in it are quite expensive, right? So again, I've used Vinted, I've jumped on, I've searched for Hey Dougie, and I've searched for new or new with tags. So we've used them 2 conditions, and after a quick search, I really like this item which popped up here. So this Hey Dougie electrical type rocket thing, it's got buttons and bells and whistles, whatever else. He'll love it. And they're selling it for a tenner. Now, again, gonna be cheeky, I'm gonna counter offer for a wee bit less, and hopefully accept maybe 8 quid. So the thing's gonna cost me about 12 quid all in, okay? Including fees and delivery and stuff, okay? So again, quick search, and I can see, I had an idea what this thing was going for anyway. I do sort of other selling, which I'm gonna cover in another video, where I do source different toys and stuff. But I knew this item was quite pricey, and you'll see here, quick search on Google and on very.com, I think it is, it's either .com or .uk, they've reduced the item and it's down to $33.99. So like you're pretty much, that's a third of the cost of what you would be paying in any type of retailer online setup. So yeah, speaks for itself really. And then the last thing, and I'm sort of thinking completely outside the box here, because if you're ever a new parent, you're probably going to come across this item. It's, if you don't have it and you have a newborn in the house, it's a necessity, trust me. But again, just thinking outside the box, the other options that are on this platform, and I came across this item here, which I haven't had to buy this recently, but I did buy it back in the day and I did pay full price for it. Is this, I'm going to pop it up here, this tummy tippy prep machine. So basically, for anybody that's not aware, this thing will be a lifesaver for any parent when it regards to temperature of water and stuff when they're making a baby's bottle. Saves you having to, you know, the test that people do, they put the water on their wrists and stuff. Yeah, don't worry about all that there. You won't get enough sleep to worry about that there. So this prep machine will do the job. Now, as you can see here, it's showing sold now, but I have to be honest, I was making inquiries about this before I created this video, and the seller was willing to sell to me actually for 40 quid, just to show you again the potential there. 40 quid, brand new in its box. They never used it. Again, it was a gift after they had their first newborn in the house, and they had already bought one in advance in the run up to the child being born. And then its in-laws have got them this item. They didn't want to refuse it, obviously, they didn't want to be rude, so they accepted it and decided to sell it on quickly. So they've got 40 quid for it there off somebody else. I know it's showing 50 there, I think, in the picture. The guy did reduce just to get a quick sale, and yeah, off it went. As you can see here, then I'm going to pop this up again, and you can feel free again to search this on your own. These items are going consistently for about £99-100 consistently on Amazon, day in, day out. They're selling, I know by that ranking, there's a ranking, well, we'll go into that some other point. These things are selling by the hundreds every day for 100 quid. So that person is now, it's en route to that person who spent about 40 quid for it. So well done to you, sir, whoever you are. But yeah, again, just showing you that item was brand new, it was never used, always in the box. Yeah, so again, if you're in the market for that, check out Vinted. I don't even think Vinted have an affiliate program or platform or anything out there. I'm just doing this one as, it's what I call like a life hack. There's so many. Vinted's just one. It's a great website for opportunities and potential. But I'm sure, as I said before, if you're not from the UK, I'm sure you have a platform in your country that like specializes in clothing. I know eBay does clothing as well, but they don't specialize, they generalize. And what you find is when you generalize a market, you don't get the same quality of buyers because they're not specifically looking for the item, the niche that you provide. They're just wish-washy, coming and going and getting distracted by other things. Check it out. If you don't, check out what the go-to is for the clothing, for selling clothing in your area. You might know already. Check it out, see if you can use it in this way. If this video has provided you any value at all, do the whole YouTube thing where you like, share, subscribe. I don't even know where the notification bell is at. It's probably that corner, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you like any of my content at all, because I'm going to try and produce sort of, well, it's going to be very real, very raw. I'm going to try and keep it fairly regular as well, but being realistic, if I'm doing a couple of weeks challenge, it's going to be a couple of weeks before that video comes out. If that all makes sense, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for your time. I hope that's been of a benefit to you. And until the next one, more importantly, take care of yourselves. And bye for now.